back to okay, is it worth to explore it? Well, I guess so. Or did I already? I think I did already. Okay,
Friendship drive charging.
let's do the friendship drive.
Four, three, two, fuel scooping. Fuel scooping complete.
Okay, hold on, explore. That is actually seems a very a mildly interesting system. Yeah. Kind of. Oh well, sorry for that. I had the mouse put in a bad position. interesting. This is not too far, so probably.
Frameshift drive charging. Scooping complete.
Okay, it's not worth to stop it actually.
Frameshift drive charging.
presidential candidates make final pledges. The two remaining candidates in the Alliance presidential race have returned to the Alioth system to make their final campaign vows. In the parliamentary chamber of the Assembly, Elijah Beck addressed his fellow council members. The Alliance occupies a unique position, and as such must remain true to its principles. My focus as president will be on attracting more independent systems to our interstellar family. He was followed by the current incumbent, President Gibson Kincaid. Fazia Silva's assassination was an assault on our democracy. The Alliance's enemies are growing bold, and we must do the same. I beseech the Assembly to imbue the presidential role with executive powers, to transform our alliance into a true superpower capable of challenging its adversaries. Prime Minister Redmond Mahone thanked both candidates and wished them good luck in the election. The public vote will take place on Tuesday the 16th of October and the results will be announced later that week. Week in Review. Here are this week's major stories. Journalist Gethin Okonkwo has shared more details about his time with
Frameshift drive charging.
Fargod cult. In a detailed article, Okonkwo expressed relief at Fargod believers returning to their hive chapels following weeks of persecution. The journalist said he would be collaborating with exotheologian
4, 3, 2,
I don't know how possible news in which
Dr.
days,
Alfred Aliana to produce a
when in
definitive
which
account of the
days come
sect.
out.
The Federal Security Service has discovered more personal administration robots containing concealed surveillance programs, prompting hundreds of businesses and individuals to destroy their personal robots. It is understood that all the affected models are made by the
fuel scooping.
Achilles Corporation. In other news,
Fuel scooping complete.
technology company Herculean Machines has begun mass production of its new device, the Jura Drive personal computer. Following the successful performance of its prototype at the Rackham Ultra Tech Expo, the company has received corporate funding from a range of sources, including Rackham Capital Investments. The two remaining candidates in the Alliance presidential race have returned to the Alioth system to make their final campaign vows. Elijah Beck said that his focus as president would be on attracting more systems to the Alliance, while current President Gibson Kincaid renewed his plea to imbue the presidential role with executive powers. Meanwhile, the Close Encounters Corps has announced plans to construct a scientific megaship in the BD-12-1172 system. The new vessel will allow research teams to map and explore the planets of the surrounding nebula. The Close Encounters Corps has placed an open order for various commodities to facilitate construction of the megaship. Finally, Broadcast Cobra has announced that its appeal for commodities has reached a successful conclusion, having received an overwhelming response from the galactic community. The commodities contributed to the campaign will be used to construct a megaship, from which the organization will broadcast its take on current events. And those are the main stories this week. Jura Drive enters production. Technology company Herculean Machines has begun mass production of its new device, the Jura Drive personal computer. Following the successful performance of its prototype at the Rackham Ultra Tech Expo, the company has received corporate funding from a range of sources, including Rackham Capital Investments. Maddox Hurd, CEO of Herculean Machines, told the media, "As I've said before, what people want is a reliable tool that is tough enough to handle anything. I'd like to once again thank the galactic community for providing the commodities that made our success possible." There has been no comment from rival CEO Scorpio Devoro. Broadcast Cobra initiative concludes. Broadcast Cobra has announced that its appeal for commodities has reached a successful conclusion, having received an overwhelming response from the galactic community. Vast quantities of thorium, indium and superconductors were delivered to Sarp with Doc over the past week. These will allow construction of a megaship from which the organization will broadcast its take on current events. Alessandra Coe of Broadcast Cobra issued the following statement. "We'd like to thank everyone who supported this campaign. We hope that wherever you are, you're always listening. Pilots who contributed to the initiative can now collect their awards from Sarp with Doc in the E138 system." Close Encounters Corps initiative. The Close Encounters Corps has announced its intention to construct a scientific megaship in the BD-12-1172. Increased fear of spy robots. The Federal Security Service has discovered more personal administration robots containing concealed surveillance programs. Independent reporter Flint Firemaker Lavos discussed the situation on the Rewired news feed. In recent weeks, hundreds of individuals and businesses have destroyed their personal robots. Mass robophobia, or paranoia that the robots might be secretly recording them, makes you wonder what these people are trying to hide. How many millions of robots are spying on us right now? And for what purpose? Is it a coincidence that all the affected models are made by the Achilles Corporation? Maybe blackmailing the rich is their new revenue stream. Survivors of the Far God. Independent journalist Gethin Okonkwo has shared more details about his time with the Far God cult. After 3 months of living as a Far God worshipper, I'm now acclimatizing to life as an ordinary citizen. There, I was known only as third witness of the 10th chapter, although that was more of a title than a name. Identical in our robes, we were all nameless servants of the commune. That may sound despotic, but there was a strangely seductive aspect to surrendering one's identity. At times I almost experienced the tranquility that true adherents seem to feel. I'm relieved to see Far God believers returning to their hive chapels, having survived weeks of persecution. This has been a baptism of fire for the sect, with hundreds dead and several chapters still missing. Many other doomsayer cults have since faded away or, like the Church of Eternal Void, been outlawed. But it seems that the Far God faith will endure, perhaps even beyond our conflict with the Fargoids. I have been contacted by the exotheologian Dr. Alfred Alienov, with a view to combining our research. Together we hope to produce the definitive account of this tenacious religion. Week in Review. Here are this week's major stories. Vazia Silva, one of the 3 candidates in the Alliance presidential race, has been found dead. There has been speculation that the murder was a political killing, motivated by Silva's proposed changes to Alliance financial policy. Condolences have been delivered by Prime Minister Redmond Mahone and both of M. Silva's election rivals, Gibson Kincaid and Elijah Begg. Technology company Herculean Machines dominated the recent Rackham Ultratech Expo, which took place on Wednesday 3rd October. Billionaire Zachary Rackham was delighted with Herculean's Jura Drive, and agreed to authorize preliminary funding for the device. The Talk, a rival product from Supertech, had a less successful showing. In other news, the Federal Security Service has discovered more administration robots fitted with secret surveillance programs. In each case, the robot was a PA912 model, manufactured by the Achilles Corporation.
Frameshift drive charging.
Not extremely interesting, it's not overly interesting, so no.
Frameshift drive charging.
Might be actually interesting system. Well, that's a water worker.
Fuel scooping complete.
That has already been explored, so I'll pass.
Frameshift drive charging.
Past here. And we will just stop where there are interesting systems. So I'm actually unlikely to find a herd-like system.
Fuel scooping. Complete.
Let's move on, I guess.
Frameshift drive charging. Fuel scoop disengaged. Frameshift drive charging.
I guess that probably call it a day.